Pablo, light it up.
I heard about the portion, oh yeah. Trap, 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 trap. I heard about the portion, oh yeah. Trap, 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 trap. Got it out the mud, all they ever wanted was a plug. All my niggas thugs, money coming, gotta get it up.
What's up, sports fans? It's your man D back. Speak Your Mind Sports Talk. All right, check it out, man. D Donut Shop Jefferson back in the morning. Got my coffee. Got my donuts. D Donut Shop is back. Shout out to my man Boxer Newt, his son, my brother Boxer Newt. So his son basically put out a request to me and said, listen here, man. You got to get that donut shop back rolling, bro. You can't just take that away. So his son get up in the morning. He like D Donut Shop Jefferson. So little man, this one go out to you. This one go out to my little man. We bringing D Donut Shop Jefferson back. So what we got on the menu this morning, Iron Mike Tyson's return back, baby. All right. What's up? What's up, Kevin? Kevin in the building. John Cable in the building. What's up, fellas? All right, so we're talking about the return of Tyson, and we're going to talk a little bit about the main event of UFC 249, Tony Furguson versus Justin Gaethje. So, first, let's talk about Justin Gaethje, the return of UFC 249, Justin Gaethje, Tony Furguson. Chin Smoke in the building. What's good, Chin Smoke? Appreciate you coming through, fam. Vanity, what's up? Been a while. What's up with you? Good to see you, my man. So, Justin Gaethje, Tony Furguson did an interview, and these guys are pumped and ready to go. And guys, I always say this, and I've been saying this. Let's all hope that UFC 249 goes through. This can open the door to bring boxing back to us, because although it's not the same discipline, it is still combat sports. So if they can get this to go through, that's a good sign for us. And, it's looking good. It's looking good for this UFC 249 event. But with that being said, Justin Gaethje and Tony Furguson are pumped, ready to go. Both of these guys feel confident that they're going to win. Me personally, I lean a little bit toward, my man Tony Furguson. I just think he got that no-lose dog in him. Justin Gaethje got dog in him too, but I think Tony Ferguson's a more rounded fighter. You know, he has more tools in his bag. He's good on the ground. He's good at submissions. He's good with his hands. He has stamina. He's rounded, well-rounded. He's a beast, and he don't quit. Tony Furguson don't quit. So it's going to be a brawl. It's going to be a rumble for sure. But Justin Gaethje said he taking that belt home. Now, both of these guys, shout out to Charles D in the building. What's good with you, Charles D? I see you out there, brother, man. And then my man, Martin Machine. Martin Machine. Let me say this real quick, guys. So I'm always reading articles in Martin Machine, part of the Speak Your Mind Sports Talk family. He listening up, man. He listening up. Like, I did a piece on Mike Tyson where, I was messing with some editing and it made it seem like I was interviewing him. If y'all didn't see that, go check it out, that Mike Tyson video. But anyway, so I came across this article about Mike Tyson's return, and I'm like, well, I read through it briefly, and I said, well, let me find something else. Because I'd done the piece on Mike Tyson already. But then Mars sent me an email. Oh, I don't know. He hit me somehow. I don't know. I get it all kind of ways. I don't know, Mar. I don't remember. But he sent me information about this article that I previously read, but I kind of threw it to the side. So I read all the way through it, and I was like, you know what? Yeah, let's do this. So we're going to talk about that. And thank you, Mar, for bringing it back to my attention, bro, because it's actually a good topic to talk about. Even though I already did that video on Mike Tyson, this is still good information. And that's why, man, we got a strong family here, bro, because I threw that to the side. But on second thought, I was like, you know what? Maybe that is something that we should talk about. And I would have never done that if Mar didn't bring it to my attention. So shout out to you guys, bro. I appreciate that. That's why we got a good community going here. Fabrizio in the building. Tony Furguson is not clout chasing. It's a shame that Khabib didn't. The Khabib fight didn't happen. It wasn't anyone's fault, but Tony's a real champ. Without 12th Street, that's a big thing in the UFC. Yo, look, without a belt, 12th Street is huge. You're damn right for mixed martial arts. I agree with that. We're gonna get on that. We're gonna get on that though, Fabrizio. But I got your thoughts on that already. Augustin Rogue in the building. What's good with you, my man? Boxing Finesse. Salute D the Godfather. Appreciate you, my man. Mar says, no doubt, D. No doubt, Mar. All right, so back at it. Tony Furguson and Justin Gaethje, like I said, they both feel like they can win. Let me tell you something. Justin Gaethje's hands are amazing. So this guy, he can throw those hands. We wouldn't be surprised to see, Ferguson dropped. You know what I mean? I don't know. I just know Ferguson doesn't quit, but it's going to be exciting, guys. But I want to move forward to the segment of clout chasing or not. G Boogie in the building. You had me fooled with that first glance, D. Yeah, I know. That's what's up, dog. I'm working hard at that editing, bro. I try to, get some people throwing for a loop there on that one. So, all right, guys. So, Tony Furguson, clout chasing or not. That's the segment. Actually, not boxing this time. And Fabrizio kindly gave us his thoughts right off the bat. He says, Tony Furguson, I'll read it again, is not clout chasing. It's a shame that Khabib fight didn't happen. It wasn't anyone's fault, but Tony's a real champ without a belt. 12 fight streak. Huge. That's huge. Massive in the UFC. And I agree with you, Fabrizio. And that's pretty much, I wanted you guys' thoughts on that. Now, with my thoughts, I agree with Fabrizio, and for more than one reason. The points that he made, definitely, undeniable. But Tony Ferguson's a dog, and he's been wanting these fights. Also, he's also a huge star in his own right. So there's absolutely no reason to clout chase. But one could try to complain that he's clout chasing, just bigging up his name because of this fight that's getting ready to happen with Justin Gaethje. And Tony Furguson said in a couple of interviews that this fight means the real championship. That Khabib fuck with, pardon my phrase, but forget Khabib and McDougal. He's talking about Conor McGregor. That, they punks. He said they're not, those not men that want to sign on the dotted line. And so, like with Khabib and McGregor, well, not McGregor, but with Khabib fans, they're going to say that, come on, Tony, you getting kind of out of line with that, saying that he don't want to fight you, this, that, and the third, because he's stuck over in Russia. But no, it's not clout chasing. But I've heard some people, down in Tony, and of course they're Khabib fans and probably Tony haters. So you're always going to have the other side of the spectrum. I wanted to see how you guys felt about it. I don't feel like it's clout chasing on Tony Ferguson part. He has no reason to clout chase it. And actually, that was a really close fight with him and Khabib. No one can say that Ferguson couldn't beat Khabib. That would be ridiculous. And, the opposite spectrum, Khabib beating Ferguson, they both have a chance to beat each other. That's what makes it an interesting and a good fight. Mr. Spooks in the building. What's good with you, Mr. Spooks? Appreciate you coming through. Charles D says still it's the interim champ, Charles D. That is a fact. But you got to understand something, Charles D. That is a fact that it's still an interim championship. But, bro, it's not like this guy didn't go for that main belt. He went for that main belt, and the fights fell through with McGregor. This is 5 times over trying to make it happen with Khabib, and the fights falling through. You understand what I'm saying? And while he's trying to make this fight happen for the main belt, the motherfucker has defended that interim championship, which is supposed to give you the right to the main fight. He has defended that thing 3 times. And he's on a 12-fight streak. So, like, it's a two-edged sword with that one. you know, sometimes the politics of the UFC kicks in too. People think that it's absent in the UFC. No, it's better over there because it's less belts and it's less, you know, not all of this promotional nonsense. But politics do kick in sometimes, and Dana White's at the center of that because he should have been the one to say, okay, well, that belt has been fought for 3 times over, and while our interim champ is just sitting here with this belt that's supposed to give him the right to fight for that main belt. And he hasn't gotten that chance. And so you can't blame Tony Furguson for that. He considered himself the main champion because he should have had the chance to fight either Conor McDougal, as he calls him, or Khabib. And so politics do exist in the UFC, just a lot less than in boxing. So, guys, that is our segment of clout chasing or not. I don't think Ferguson's clout chasing. You know, Fabrizio, shout out to you, my man. Great comment. He doesn't really think that Tony Furguson is clout chasing. So, throw that out the window. No clout chasing for Tony Furguson. Moving on to the meat and potatoes of D Donut Shop, Jefferson in the morning. And that's right, baby. We back. We back. Coffee, one more sip. Donuts, not so much. Don't really eat those, but we do got them here. But anyway, Mike Tyson, the return of Mike Tyson. Once again, shout out to my man Martin Machine for bringing this thing back to me. So now the return of Mike Tyson has just gotten a bit more serious. And of course, guys, let's keep in mind that it is an exhibition match that he's coming back for. And he says he's going to give a large amount of the proceeds to charity. That's why he's doing it for, to give back, you know, to give relief to a lot of these people who's going through hardship during this COVID pandemic. Mike wants to give back, and that's admirable of Mike Tyson. So, but what makes this thing closer is Australian promoter Brian Armatruda has now kicked this thing into high gear. He saw the training video of Mike Tyson, which I'm pretty sure we all have. Shizbiz in the building. What's up, dog? D the dog. Yeah, I like Showbiz, bro. That's my dude. If he beat me to it, guys, like I said, whatever, man. I haven't even seen it yet. I always comment on Showbiz videos when I go check them out. But if he beats me to it, whatever, bro. I always say that guys like us around the YTBC, we gonna report on the same things. It is what it is. Showbiz quick on the draw. He been at this a lot longer than me, so it is what it is. But back to it. David Armatruda, promoter, an Australian boxing promoter, has put an offer on the table, $1 million for an exhibition match with Mike Tyson. He's already put the offer on the table. Now, he's planning on doing this after things open back up, guys. It's not going to be one of these events where it's freaking, you know, on a generated screen and no public. No, he's waiting for this to open back up. So this will not happen probably, you know, until next year, 21. That's the first and fourth. But he's put his bid in first. He's trying to lock this thing down first. And he feels like this will be a successful event. Now, he's went, and the guys that Mike Tyson would be fighting against are some ex-football players, soccer for all you Americans, football, ex-football players turned boxers. So pretty interesting. These guys have turned to boxing from football, and they've, you know, of course, fought some bouts, but they're football players / turn boxers. So we know that they're not going to generally get in there, even in an exhibition match, and do too much against a boxing great like Mike Tyson. So pretty smart on the guy, Armatruda. Also, he's trying to lock it in. Since Mike is interested, he wants to throw money on the table now and get that deal in before anybody else gets it in. And, you know, also, he's also found a venue out there. I think it's called Eden Park or something like that. I don't know. It's a venue in Australia. I can't really remember the name, but it hosts 30,000 people. And he says that he's he's confident that they will pack that. They would pack that thing. And you know, what's up, Sweet Science Sports and McDojo's in the building? What's good with your fam? Appreciate you coming through. My man YC Rahman in the building. He said Mike Tyson gonna fuck them up. Let's be real. Yeah. No doubt, bro. But you know, again, that's what happened, and that's just what people want to see. I mean, let's be honest. Since it is an exhibition match, nobody really wants to see Mike go in there and get beat up. I don't want to see Mike get beat up. I would like to see Mike put on a little show. That's what it's all about. But a deal has been made. Well, not made, but a deal has been offered already. So this is just taking a step forward. This is no longer just, you know, some little rumor that we're hearing about. This is moving closer and closer to being an actual event that we may see Mike Tyson back in the ring. My man, I buy houses in the building. What's good with your I buy houses? So Shizbit says Mike too savage for exhibitions. Yo, you know, it's crazy. You would think that, yeah, it's an exhibition, but wow, whoever goes in there better be careful, because Floyd versus Tension was an exhibition, no? He knocked that dude all around the ring. Kind of looked like a show, but I don't think if Mike knocks one of those guys out, it's going to be a show. You know what I'm saying, Shizbiz? Charles D say someone shitting and pissing blood after that exhibition, and it ain't Mike. I feel you, dog. I feel you. Yeah, like I said, man, we can't imagine that Mike's going to go in there and get beat up. And then, guys, speaking of the video that, you know, inspired Brian Armatruda to make this offer, if you guys haven't seen that video, go check it out. His fucking hand speed, even at 53 years old, is ridiculous. Pardon my French. I'm trying to keep it a little bit clean because this one goes out to my little man, IBFP Boxing son Luke. He told me I got to bring the donut shop back, bro. So I got to listen to my little dude, bro. He, you know, got to listen to the request. Hey, girl, what's up, my man? What's up? Appreciate you coming through, fam. He says, salute to the chat. My man, RGM, if you don't know, Red Glove Militant in the building, says, for the love of sports, let's talk about it. That's what's up, Red. That's what's up. No, this is the donut shop. It is back. The donut shop in the morning. Red, got my coffee. Another sip, guys. Got my donuts. And this goes out to the guy that says, D the dog. No, he got coffee, but he don't got donuts. D donut shop in the morning is back. We don't got to be at the damn shop. We're here. So that's what's up. I'm biased in the building. I'm biased. Boxing talk. What's up with you, fam? Boxing Finesse said, I got my baseball bat ready. Anyone tried to knock out Tyson? Yeah, bro. He said, best believe I'm hitting that person in the head. No one hurt in 53. Nah, I don't think you even need your bat, because Mike Tyson's hands look like they might be still equivalent to your baseball bat. Whoever get in that ring with Mike, and you talk about these guys that don't even know how to box at that level, bro, those guys are going to get beat up, bro. They're going to get beat up, for real. Armatruda's a smart man. He's not sending Mike in there to get beat up. And Mike ain't going in there to get beat up. Mike's is a savage, bro. He's still like, look, remember, guys, mental plays a lot in this stuff. Mentally, Mike was unstable for a while back then. Even though he's older, his mental is better. That muscle memory, as you can see from that video, and that fucking speed and that power. Remember, power is the last thing to go. Man, those guys don't have a chance, bro. Mike gonna hurt something. What we should all hope for, especially those guys who's getting in the ring with him, is that Mike a switch don't turn, click, click, and he goes savage and hurt one of those guys, bro. That's what we should hope for, because, bro, you get in that ring, these guys are fighters. That switch go off, man. Mike might go savage in there and hurt one of those boys up. They're like, oh, Mike, it's just an exhibition. You know, Mike biting the ears and shit. Never know. Shoot. All right, let me see what y'all talk about in the chat. Everybody, salute everybody. That's what's up. Daniel in the building. What's up, Daniel? Appreciate you coming through. Hey, everybody, remember, hit that like, share the video if you want to. That's the most important thing. He said, oh, y'all, what if miraculously the fight takes place and Mike's defeat Wilder? Then people, wow. Then those people who said Tyson won't do that should buy a one-way ticket to the fucking, pardon my French, to the moon. Daniel, this is fire comment. Listen, bro. Hypothetically speaking, they set up a fight, Mike Tyson versus Wilder, and a 53-year-old Tyson goes in there and sparks a 35-year-old Wilder, because that's probably what he'll be when the fight actually takes place. Wow. That would be crazy. Wilder would be looking absolutely ridiculously stupid. We wouldn't want to hear anything about him being talked about one of the greatest. Forget about all of those 10 title defenses against taxi drivers and nonsense fighters. That would just ruin him. That would ruin him forever. But it is definitely a hypothetical, Daniel. I don't think that they'll put a 53-year-old Tyson in there with Wilder. And to be perfectly honest, as a guy who does a lot of analytics and follows sports in general, that's a far, even though it's the great Mike Tyson and he looks good in hitting those mids and he's fast, that's still a far stretch to say that he gets in there and beat Wilder, because, I mean, gosh, bro, Wilder's active and that right hand, and let's be honest, even though it was at the end of his career, Mike's been dropped before. And guys, we all love Mike Tyson, but bro, he's not taking one of those right hands. I'm going to tell you that right now. And with Mike and Wilder, we have to be honest. Like with Fury, he took 3 of them in that second fight. 2 of them he rolled. 1 of them hit him pretty good, but he took it. Mike going down, bro. Mike going down. His reflexes still has to be, you know, he still will have to get his reflexes back in tune. That video that I did about him when I was like, so Mike, what you looking like with your timing? Your timing back? He was like, oh no. You know what I mean? So his time is not back. Admittedly, his time is not back. So we couldn't really expect anything like that to happen, even if they were to put a fight together like that. You would, I mean, realistically, you would have to lean toward Deontay Wilder. I mean, honestly, so. D. Bogelberger, Slim, how about houses? Okay, what's up, Samuel Shaw in the building? Shouting out everybody. What's up, Samuel Shaw? Red Glove said, I'll be right back. Gonna grab me a bowl of cereal. That's what's up, Samuel Shaw. Unbiased says, I don't want to see Mike in there with no, yeah. Yeah. No, I don't either, Unbiased. I mean, you know, a little exhibition match or something like that, that's cool, but you know, not really a real competitive fight like that. Yeah, for sure. Hold on, Charles D said, yo, if that was to happen, Hall of Fame card rejected. Ain't that the truth? Denied, application stamp denied indefinitely. Hell yeah, you can forget about it, pal. No doubt, Charles D. Eric Ferdinand in the building. What's up, Eric Ferdinand? He said, I don't want to see Mike Tyson back in there. Nah. Exhibition, yes. But back in there for a serious fight, nah. And again, we got to be realistic and honest. You cannot favor a 53-year-old Mike Tyson over Deontay Wilder. I think that's taking the shit overboard. I really do. Timing, you know, is everything. You know what I mean? Reflexes is everything. Instinct is everything. And all of those things have to be far off from Mike right now. And like I said, even in that video I did, he admitted, no, his time is nowhere close to being back. You know what I mean? So, no way, bro. No way. I just couldn't, honestly, if I was being honest, I couldn't do that. In his prime, Mike Tyson, for sure. That's a fact. In his prime, just the fact that there's a question about that now, like some people like, what if Mike Tyson, just the fact that there's a question about that now at 53, look at this comment here, 100%. I agree with that, because Just that we're questioning at 53 if he can beat Wilder. Prime Mike, he would fucking destroy him, bro. I'm sorry, little man. I'm trying so hard. I'm trying. Sorry, I got Mike over DeAndre. I don't care what anybody says. I feel you, boxing finesse. I don't want to see what happened to B-Hop happened to Mike, for sure, for sure. I mean, it's just too dangerous. It's just too dangerous. It's intriguing and it's nice to think about, but not putting him in there with him. But putting him in there with, let me get these names right, guys. I wrote them down. So the guy, Brian Armatruda, the guys are Barry Hall, Paul Galen, and Bill Williams. And again, guys, these are all ex-football players turned boxers. So they have been in the ring. They have fought fights. They're not complete guys that don't know anything about boxing. These guys have boxed before at, I guess, a pro level in Australia. But still, they're not, even for old Mike Tyson, they're not going to. That, Charles D, is, I would consider a dangerous fight. Even though it would be an exhibit, and those two guys would go in there to do harm to each other. That's the type of fight that I really wouldn't. It's interesting, and that shit would probably bring a lot of money, but that's a dangerous fight for both guys at their age. And that's a fight that we could see the great Mike Tyson get hurt and maybe even put down in, because Shannon Briggs been keeping himself in great, phenomenal shape too. That's the kind of competitive fight I don't think that a lot of fans really want to see out of Mike Tyson. But good call, Charles D. But I talked about that fight too. That would be very interesting. But that's dangerous for both guys, really. Not even a discussion, I'm biased. Yeah. Shizbin says Wilder got wobbled by Molina. Yeah. And like I said, the fact that it's even a discussion about that, man, early Mike Tyson eliminates Wilder, no problem. Mike might be a very, very strong 3-round fighter. Yeah, these days, yeah, that's a fact, bro. He doesn't have to really worry about stamina too much, YC. That's a hell of a fucking point, bro. We got to think about that. That is a hell of a point YC just brought up. Shout out to YC Rahman, man. Very, very strong 3-round fighter, because, look, he's 53, and he's been keeping in shape. You know, the movies and stuff he's been doing, he had to still come in there looking like Iron Mike. So, bro, he could be very dangerous, even at 53 for 3 rounds. My brother, this basketball thing, Louis the Godfather, Louis Capitan Luigi, my bad. He says, D the Godfather in the building. What's good, my brother? Salute to the chat. Smash that like for the bro. Appreciate you, Louis. Appreciate that. All right, guys, we got 2 minutes left for donut shop. I'm not going to run this thing over 3 minutes because this is just the new donut shop we see. Let them get that Holyfield. Hell no, man. Hell no. But Holyfield would be good with that. But after the ear biting thing, let's let these guys remain friends, because they're friends now. You know, bury the hatchet. All things are great. I don't know. Fuck. No, don't put them back in the ring. You want to bite his other ear? Unbiased. Mike is better in an exhibition match. Prime Mike kills Wilder. Yep, facts. Well, not facts, but I agree with your assessment, my brother. I do agree. Let's see. A Prime Mike will eat him alive. Too savage. Wilder is not a true savage at heart. I gotta agree with you, sweet science. I gotta agree with you, dog. And while the last fight, he was fighting like an old frail man against Fury. Fury deuced him up. Those fighters haven't learned as much as Mike. Don't have his technique. Mike outlast him, but that's if Mike don't hurt him early. Which, yeah, is unlikely. And again, his timing, bro. Guys, we got to remember timing is everything. I love Mike Tyson, but again, even himself, he said his timing is way off. We have to factor that in. These guys would be too dangerous. One thing Wilder has, people cannot deny this. Let's not deny this. One thing Wilder does have is uncanny timing with that right hand. This is how he's been so successful. He doesn't have all the tools in the tool shed, but he has uncanny timing with that right hand. Some of those right hands he landed, he was actually getting hit. Wow, but he lands his and lights out. Hitting a 53-year-old man with that hand Tyson's going going down like a ton of bricks. Because unlike Wilder, Tyson's trained on his technique when it comes to his power. Damn right. He gets his hips turned into him. Beautiful technique. That is beautiful technique. Toby Barlett in the building. What's up, DX Donut King Jefferson? Hey, but that's okay. We back. We back, Toby Barlett. Got my coffee. Take me another sip. Got my donuts. I won't eat one. I haven't eaten one the whole show, but they're there for the, as they say, ambiance. Appreciate you coming through, Toby Barlett. All right, guys, let me get a couple of more comments in here. We over 30, but that's all right. Boxing Monster in the building. What's up, bro? That's all right. It ain't got to be the donut shop, man. I bought this back for my little man, Nuke, son. It's the donut shop in the morning at home. Donut. Monster. Love you, baby. On Bias Boxing Talk said Luis Ortiz versus Mike Tyson. They all, man, they were around the same age. Hey, man, Mike Tyson, oh, no, yeah, that's still dangerous. That's too dangerous. Time and Bias. They all around the same age, though. Good one. All right, let me see what we got here. Khabib versus Tyson? That's funny, Daniel. Khabib getting his ass sparked. Now that, I'm pretty sure. In a boxing match, Mike Tyson knocks his little ass out. Khabib strong, but Mike Tyson take that punch. Knock him out. All right, guys, look. With that, I'm going to shut it down. The Donut Shop Jefferson in the Morning is back, baby. Hey, I appreciate all you guys coming through. My man, Nuke, Boxing Nuke, tell your son this one goes out to him. Boxing Monster, thank you for coming through, fam. Y'all know how I always end this thing. For the love of sports, let's talk about it. Peace.